The 36 state chairmen of the Labour Party have thrown their weight behind embattled national chairman of the party, Julius Abure, following his purported suspension and forceful takeover of the secretariat by a faction led by Lamidi Apapa. Now, the state chairman also called on the aggrieved party members to shed their swords in order to achieve an amicable solution to the issues at the heart of the intra-party conflict. Apapa had declared himself the national chairman in the wake of a fresh legal crisis, while spearheaded a forcible takeover of the national headquarters. Well, Bayomi Arabambi is a chieftain of the Apapa faction of the Labour Party, and he joins us now for a chat. I want to say thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Nigerians.
Yes. Happy Easter, by the way.
Happy Easter.
Okay, so let's start it off from this. If there's anything that baffles me with politics in Nigeria, is that when a party is on the ascendancy, they almost seem to contrive to self-destruct, which all the gains the Labour Party achieved in the just concluded election cycle. One would have thought that it would be an opportunity for everyone to come together to try to build on what was achieved with the hope of trying to come out stronger and better and as a united force. Like we can see, like we saw from the PeterObi, a house divided against itself cannot stand. Make sense of all that is happening at a very crucial time in the politics of APC, or in the history of APC, so to speak.
Well, thank you very much. We will not say because we want to build on a new order in Nigeria, then we'll have to come into the Noah hack, just like in the Bible, with all manner of fraudulent people that can make the ship to capsize. Mr. PeterObi had done enough for Labour Party, but will not allow anyone with any form of corruption baggage on his neck to go into that no hack, that have been purified by the exemplary leadership of Mr. PeterObi.
But if you pull yourselves down, so to speak,
no,
what do you tend to, because this is more of a personal, this is more of a personal struggle as against a universal and probably a collective push.
Anything you build, when you cannot build something on nothing.
Yes.
This has to be with a crime that we have established from the court and from the police. Now, the genesis of the whole thing is this. This matter started in August last year.
Okay.
We told the world about it, that we will not hibernate with anyone that will have the audacity to forge the seal of a court, of a judge, and yet you'll be telling us you're obedient. What manner of obedience? If we will be this corrupt, then we will have allowed APC to continue in government or PDP. We don't need any business going into governance. We will not allow anyone that will put Aso Rock for sale in Nigeria. If you are able to generate your treasury single account on your own, if you are able to forge the signature, I have all the certified copy here. If you are able to forge the signature of the commissioner of vote, and most importantly, you now produce your own seal, court seal, FCTI judge court seal, to deceive INEC. You understand? To deceive INEC. That's very, very bad and worst.
Dr. Arabambi, if I may come in, who allegedly forged the seal, as you've just mentioned?
Thank you very much. When we noticed there was a primary in Ebonyi State and Edo State. In Ebonyi, one Ezeoku emerged as a flag bearer. His name was published. Lucky Masen also emerges in Edo, one of the House of Representatives. His name was published. Suddenly, their name disappeared when INEC came out with the last, list of candidates. There, our curiosity began. We now approach Professor Mahmood, who changed these names. He said, by law, it is National Chairman and Secretary that can notify INEC of notice of withdrawal by a candidate and a sworn affidavit in court. That was when Professor Mahmood gave us the document they presented to them. We now saw that it's from the court. We proceeded to the FCTI court. We asked our lawyer, please demand for the certified true copy of the document. If the document emanated from the court. To our surprise, I also have the response of the registrar of the Court of Appeal here, where she said, these are the documents that were forged. We have the certified true copy here. Then, Lawa Fumilola, that the Director or Commissioner for all Department, that wrote that I wish to inform you after careful investigation conducted by the court in respect of the attack copy of letter of voluntary withdrawal bearing the name of Emerson Paul dated. They also did for the other guy. She concluded, therefore, the said document did not emanate from this court. Now, I kept wondering, why would a man go to a court in Nigeria, you now forge their document in order to obtain a favor from INEC? Not even aware that INEC is a public institution.
So are you saying the chairman forged the documents?
The chairman and the national secretary forged this, and that was how INEC now published the name of Ativie, a former speaker in the Edo State Assembly, and Architect Edward, who is the owner, of an hotel in Abuja. After that, we proceeded. What
about the purported injunction he got from the court?
That's where we are going. We proceeded to the court. Before we proceeded to court, this matter became a public knowledge in his ward. His ward executive suspended him on the 31st of April.
That's in
yes. They suspended him, from office. So after the suspension, they communicated to us. Then we took action. While that matter lasted for 5 days, we went to court. Yeah, when we reported to the police, this is the certified true copy of the police investigation. They invited them 4 times. They did not come. Police did forensic report. They were found guilty, 4 of them. National Chairman, Secretary, Treasurer, and Organizing Secretary. Their names are here. Then, police obtained warrant of arrest from the FCT court against the 4 of them. They are on the run. That's why the one he did was in Edo. He cannot come to Abuja because he knew an arrest warrant had been issued against him. Now, after that, we approached the court and we presented before the court, my lord, will a man who has, all this manner of garbage on his neck, can he continue to lead our party? Because we are in court, for God's sake. For example, if we say we are not going to emerge victorious, and we emerge victorious, it is kind of the people that will go to also rock, people that will pretend themselves as the president of Nigeria, and they will sell our country. You and I can be running on this, moving on the street. Somebody will approach you and say, look, you are not a debtor, I'm a creditor, please. You are no more a citizen of this country. You have been sold.